I feel like on a daily, my sister come in my room. I don't know how many times. I'm gonna say 10 at the max.
She always like talking.
She come in my room on a daily. What you doing? Why you doing this? Why you doing that?
We're best friends.
Not even that. She be like, this is our main thing. Why you act like that? What's wrong with you? And I just be like, she really be having me thinking like I'm a mean person.
You are mean.
I am not mean.
Yeah.
I swear, but now I be like, when she be leaving out and be closing the door, I be like, what the fuck did I do?
Cause you made it mean,
I be like, what did I say? I be like, you don't think that was wrong? You hurt my feelings. You should apologize.
Yes.
I be like,
yes.
What did I do?
You hurt my feelings.
That's how I know she's sensitive. And she like, I just came to the realization that she likes affection.
I do.
You know, for years I did not know, because she'd be like, nah, from childhood in a family, you know, we're not big on affection, and I'm not an affectionate person myself, but I just realized last year that she's an affectionate person.
Because like that's what happens, bro, when you heal.
It's weird and it's different to me. So
I
know. Like, you be putting it on me, so be like, here, give me this.
Yeah, give me one.
And I'll be like,
give me one on camera. He didn't even kiss me, but anyway. But that comes from healing. Like bruh, when I say 2021 and 2021 was like hook him in the side, punch him in the neck. like bruh, I can laugh about it now, and I mean I laughed in it, but 2020 was like, oh, hook him in the side, hit him in the neck. And 2020 was like, finish him. Bro, I was like going through. You see what I'm saying? But even in the midst of that, I took responsibility and accountability for what I allowed.
Yeah.
I allowed myself to go through certain things. I allowed myself to put up with certain ish that, okay?
You normally wouldn't.
Okay? And when you start healing and going to therapy and going to counseling, it was like, you okay? Like, you can be sensitive. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I be having chills since that. Still be like, nope.
Yeah, nope. Like, I was not used to crying.
Yeah.
I think I shed. God probably was like, yes. She shedding tears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
black onion. You motherfucker like blue for real.
I mean, but it's a good thing, bro. Like, I feel so much. Sister, come on, bro.
No, because you don't even know what I think it. It's just a simple fact of whenever I would cry to my sister would just be, she'd be looking at me like, you alright? You gonna get through this emotion? Her affection is coaching me through it. She's not a touchy, you know, let me hold you. Because you got to, but this is the most you do. You gonna get through this. Let's pray on it. But as the rose will be birthed, it's like, yo, I'm like, this is a lie, because it's like, I'm not expecting this from a person that, you know, that want to play so tough. But I know she's sensitive. Yes. So for me, in my affection, although I'm not the touchy affectionate person like I said, for me, calming, making her laugh is my affection. Yeah. That's my way of making her feel comfortable, letting her know, you know, we got this. Crack a joke. We're gonna laugh about it. Yeah. And if we got to, we can sip some wine about it. Yeah. We gonna get through it.
Yeah. And I think honestly that's energy rich, right? Like me digging deep. And I'm gonna talk about my stuff along the way, okay? I ain't gonna let y'all in too, man. But I'm gonna let y'all in. But anyway, it's like I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be authentic. Trust me. But like at the core of who I am, I realized that because I built up this, and going back to insecurity, right? So I built up my inner man, my emotions, and my mental to be tough.
Yeah, you know they say, I seen on TikTok, and I hear this a lot. Probably since like 2020, I've been hearing it. You know, women act like men now. Yeah. And the males act more like females. Yeah. Which is kind of true, because it's like women in general have been through so much. Right. And, you know, depending on your situation or your childhood, you know, you have to toughen yourself up and talk yourself through it.
Right.
So it's like we have no other way but to be tough.
Yeah.
And especially, like you said, back to, you know, having lack of a father or father figure in your life. You got to figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
You definitely got to figure it out, because you don't have nobody rooting for you or telling you you don't need that person, or it just is what it is. You got to tell yourself that. You got to deal with it on your own.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to pick up the pieces.
I felt like, I felt like hustle man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I felt like, you know how, like we were talking about earlier, I have a very physical pain tolerance. Like, my pain tolerance physically is low.
Mine too.
But emotionally and mentally, my pain tolerance is high, because I built that tolerance. You see what I'm saying? So I know when my limits are being pushed. And I felt like last year, the last 2 years, my limits have been pushed. And while they're being pushed, I'm trying to push my tolerance.
Right.
I'm trying to push, my durability. And I couldn't. It was almost like I was pushing, but I'm hitting a brick wall. It's like, why can't I, like, why do I feel like I'm being taken out?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so I was developing an insecurity, like, I'm never going to get through this, right? But I had to think about, what have you been through? What have you gotten through? And that was causing me, my remembrance of all the things that God has brought me through, and all the things that He has given me the strength to actually get through with people on my back. I was like, I can do this. But I had to start from ground zero, because all of the things that we don't realize, how present afflictions trigger past traumas, like past experiences. And so when we're triggered in that manner currently, there's an association of feeling, emotion, of thought that takes us back to when we were 8, that takes us back to when we were 2, or takes us back to when we were a fetus. Like, I realized, because of the start of how I was conceived was abandonment. That's why I felt like at a certain point growing up, I was like, I want somebody to love me. And then I developed this idea, like, I don't care if people love me or not. I love me. But not knowing that I needed the affection of other people. So now as an adult, I seek it, but I seek it in the right way. You know, I give out into the atmosphere what I want to manifest. And so it comes in different forms. It comes in mentors. It comes in the love that I receive from people around the world on social media. Things like that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm coming into the realization that it's okay to be loved.
Yeah, it is.
It's not only about, oh, you know how people say, well, God loves me. He does.
I don't know. I think for me, I'm still stuck in the space of, you know, knowing that it's okay to be loved. Because it's like, for me, I have a big trust issue.
Right.
So it's like, for me, it's like, okay, you say you love me, but what are your actions showing? So it's like, for me, I don't know unless you show it. Unless you pull up on me, unless it's given what needs to be gave, I don't know who to trust or who to believe. Just because you say it don't mean it. So I will say, for me, I'm stuck on how to, you know, allow someone to love me. Besides you and Mom.
Right.
Other than that, I don't know. I don't know if somebody's really loving me or not.
And you know, I think for me, this is my perspective, right? Is we teach ourselves how not to. Because we encounter mistrust and betrayal and disappointment, sadness, hurt, and pain more than we want to.
Right.
And so you begin to condition yourself to say, it's okay if I don't trust.
Right.
Like, I don't have to trust you, right? And I don't have to be vulnerable. I don't have to be transparent, because you don't know if that person is going to be able to take care of you, handle you with care.
Yeah. It's that part right there.
So, like, if I give you me, like, dude, or not just dude, but, you know, maybe that came from a place.
Right.
But it's like, it's like, person, if I'm not just person, I'm not just going to give you my heart.
Right. Or give you my all. You know what I hate? a dude to say to me is, give me your all and I'll give you mine. What does that mean?
Right. Because I don't know what your all is.
Because your all can be coming with some negative energy.
You can have some flowers with a few weeds in there.
Right. You can lace me with something that I don't know.
Okay, prayer.
It's just like, for me, it's just like, that's like, hold up. What you mean, give you my all and I'm give you...
Even when it comes to rebuilding parental relationships.
Yeah. That's a good one.
You can really deal with mistrust when developing relationships with your parents. Like, you can have, even though you may have had a great upbringing, you can still be fall victim to having issues with your parents that you never voiced.
Right.
Because maybe they bought you something in replace of acknowledging your feelings. Or maybe they left you.
As far as gifting.
Yeah, or maybe they got another relationship that you wasn't,
didn't really approve of.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it can be a number of things, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we can go through so many things, and if we, and that's the thing, like, we are really children in adults' bodies.
We are.
Okay?
That's
we will whine and throw a
I say that all the time.
Okay, because as me as an adult, like, I realize that I'm not a needy person, but when I want time, I want time.
Right, yeah. That's the same for me.
And if I don't get time, I'm going to have a tantrum.
Oh, yeah. You ain't got to tell me.
Ho. Sensei. Hold on.
You got to tell me. But I don't know. I think for us, is meaning me and you, we're big on quality time.
Right.
Because that's how we were raised. We were always raised together.
Right.
And it's like, for us, the people that we allow in our space and allow into our heart, we need you to get that.
Yeah.
We need you to understand. When I say quality time, I mean quality time. That means we gonna sit here and watch this movie for an hour. That means no phone.
Exactly.
That means I don't give a damn if you like the movie or not. Right. You gonna watch it with me. And if it takes an hour to find the movie, it's gonna take another hour for us to watch it.
Right.
That means no phone.
Right.
Quality time.
Right. And even if you all in home,
right.
What we doing?
What's that? So for her, we gonna say for earlier today, she wanted me to come with her to ride alone to go see my mom, to give my mom something. And she asked me, her way of asking me was, oh, what you doing today? I said, nothing. I just need to wash clothes. So she was like, oh, you want to come with me? So I said, I know you want to ride with me? And I said, why? Would you like for me to ride with you? She said, I mean, if you want to, you ain't doing nothing else, so let's go. I'm like, so you have to stay with me. So I want you to come with me, put your clothes on, and let's ride. She got a hard time of telling people what she wants.
But you know what I think, and now that I think about it, in this very moment is I don't want to be told no.
Clearly. You don't like me? No.
So I would rather ask you a question than for you to tell me no.
Girl, you be killing me with that.
I mean, it's a true thing.
You know what's funny? Majority of the times I know you be wanting me to come with you all the time. I just be waiting for you to ask and see if you want to ask.
I don't know. Maybe I'm talking to my counselor about that. Because honestly, I'm going to deal with that in 2023. But right now I'm still going to ask the questions. Like, do you want to come? Do you want to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do think that is the rejection of not wanting to be told no. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want my feelings hurt. Right. If somebody can't, that I want to spend time with, I don't want my feelings hurt. Right. You see what I'm saying? And that's why, like, when I do get married, bro, like, my husband, he gotta be my best friend. You see, like, I don't have a problem with learning, observing, and digging deep into somebody else's life because I want to know them. Right. And I know that, you know, I look at it from myself and saying that even friendships or mentorships, things like that, like, I observe because I know that people aren't just going to dish information out to you. Right. Now, in me observing, check this out, I do not develop assumptions.
Right.
I do not be like, oh, when they did this what that mean. I don't do that. I just observe for the sake of learning.
Right.
You know, and then when the time comes, you ask the appropriate questions, right? But for me, like, where was I going with that? Oh, my husband. my husband. Censor. I'm like, I know that we're going to be best friends.
Right.
Like, one of the things, like, I know it's going to be a sign that this person is my husband because he's going to like watching Titanic with me.
Go away. Girl, I tell you, she watched Titanic like at least once a week. And it watches her. She don't even watch it.
Censor.
Ain't no censor.
I can't. But
either that or 5 heartbeats. Lord have mercy. What's love got to do with it?
But it's like, no, for real. But like, I know, like, it's when
But for me, it's since yours is Titanic. Mine is Love Jones.
Yeah.
You definitely gotta watch Love Jones. I don't give a damn how many times I watch it. We watching it together.
We gonna watch it.
It's our movie.
It's our. You know what I'm saying? It's our. This is what we.
It's no longer
like
mine anymore. It's ours.
Right. This is what we. And that's the thing too, bruh. Like, when you have relationships, I don't care what type of relationship it is. Like, I don't understand why people don't understand that we become partners. Like, you are my sister. We have a relationship. We are also best friends, but we are partners. Like, I am not your competitor. Like, the things that I do in life is not to beat you.
Right.
It's not to compete with you. And so when you have these relationships, like, you can have a good girlfriend relationship, and I ask you, let's say if we weren't sisters, and I'm asking you, and I'm like, girl, so I want to drop this apparel, this lingerie. Can you be one of my models? Can you want to do it with me? And nah, that's not for me. Talking about it, not really there to support, and all this other stuff. And you become a competitor of mine. Right. Because you think that I'm trying to one-up you. Or if I come and be like, child, guess what happened today, girl? I got a promotion, $25,000 increase. I'm making $175,000. Like, I'm just coming to you to celebrate. You can't even celebrate with me because you think that I'm your competitor.
Right.
Because you don't want me, and that's not like I'm doing better than you. Bro, I'm elevating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm elevating for the sake of my dreams, my passions, things like that. And people don't see it like that. Like, we are partners. When you partner, when you come together in agreement. When you come together in agreement, you become partners. And competitors, that's where the division, the confusion, and the strife comes in. Because you let the jealousy come, the envy come, the anger. And it's like, bro, like, do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to do it for you, do it for me. Right. And even in romantic relationships, it's always, it's this idea, like I see it all the time on social media. Oh, just like you said, women act more like men. Women want men to be this Prince and Cinderella and all this other stuff. And it's like, oh, you gotta do certain things or be a certain person to be considered a queen. Right? So you mean to tell me you're not going to treat me like a woman and show me chivalry because you think that I'm supposed to fit this criteria? Right. Okay, next. Because I got time.
I don't like when the guy be like, oh, you too aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm not aggressive.
Right.
I'm not.
Right.
It's like, what does that even mean?
Right.
If I'm aggressive, why you not aggressive with me?
Right. Honestly, it's fine when you do that. It's sassy. I like it. Okay, I'm a Red Bull. Okay, I'm ready.
You better know it.
Show me. But it has to be healthy. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, let's say if my dude, right, that I'm courting, let's say my dude that I'm courting, right, let's say if he is not good with finances, but I'm excellent in finances. Not that I'm a guru, but I know a thing about things. And I help him, or I try to help him with his finances. To, him to get some money management, money mastery going on. And he think that because I'm trying to help him and show him what needs to go where, how to do this, how to structure this, how to strategize this, putting purpose to his money, he think that I'm trying to tell him what to do. Right. Or if I say, go get your feet done, go get your nails done, like upgrade your hygiene, you think I'm trying to downplay you and tell you what to do. I am not your is that for women who know how to communicate, know what they want, set boundaries, have values, things like that, you know, you come in a guy and you tell him what you want and he ain't listening. Who fault is that? So don't reach your back around there and try to tell me, oh, I think I'm all that and this, that, because I am. I'm gonna tell you that. I am. And uncensored. I am all that.
Right. And I know what I want.
And I know what I'm valued at. I know my worth.
Right.
I know what I deserve.
Right.
So you think that you just gonna be sitting out here doing what you want to do, looking like.
That's true. Because if I'm looking good and I'm set for presentation, you need to be doing the same.
Okay. Floss day and night. Brush day and night. Put on cologne. Put on a fragrance, not just oil.
A man with a good cologne will smell and get my attention real quick.
I'm like a dog in
If the dude is ugly, if he well dressed and he smells nice, it's like,
where you looking?
Right.
Where you come from?
Right.
Hey, how you been doing?
Right.
Hey y'all, how y'all been doing?
Right.
That's all 2022. Okay, per.
Straight up.
He's so warm,
man.
man. Okay. Pull up in the speaker pins.
What's up? I'm trying to tell you.
But
like you said, definitely a dog.
Yeah, yeah, cause I'm
right. It's you smell something? For real, but it's funny because once you smell it, you follow that scent, and you be like, oh, that's him.
Right, even if you gotta ask, like, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? You see what I'm saying? Like, or anybody know what's that thing? You know what I'm saying? You asking these questions. Like, we have gotten totally off the topic of insecurities, but I'm having a good time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm having
some wine.
Okay, I'm having a good time. Okay, under my pickup. Okay, pray. But honestly, like, going back to going back to the insecurities, because I want to make sure that you guys, you know, I hope this was helpful. I hope we, you know, talked some good talk, gave some, you know, different perspective about a lot of things, you know, and we're going to keep, and we're going to continue this, right? But like 3 of the ways that we discussed, because I've been looking for you. Shout out to Zeke from Power Book 2, Ghost, whatever you want to call it. But just like I said from the beginning, like the purpose, the goal of doing this is to make sure that together we get rich. You know, because people can think that rich is just, oh, you have a lot of money or a lot of assets, you wealthy with, you know, the green. But like being rich is placing a value on something. You see what I'm saying? Like the ability to manifest and grow, to create assets and not liability. And what we got to understand is that our soul is an asset. And so how you treat, how you grow, how you produce in your mind, your will, and your emotions, you know, will trickle out into other areas of your life, like your success, your work, your friendships, your relationships, you know, your sibling relationships, things like that, like how you grow, how you heal, when you heal, and how long it takes for you to heal. And so that's the goal, for us to have soul transfiguration and identity evolution, you know, so that we can become better people, you know. So I really thank you for joining me. I'm a definite. I really hope you guys really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed our time together. Shop the brand, energy rich. But yeah, I'm so sorry guys. But you said what?
I said no, for real. Shop the brand.
Oh yeah, shop the brand, because I do have shirts and hats. Okay, shop the brand. Okay, I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm just so into having a good time. But okay, put your hands down, Brenda. Okay, but anyway, stop, Brenda girl. But thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next week. You want to come back next week?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll come back next week. And y'all make sure y'all follow me on social media. My Facebook is Tyshonna Delaney. My Instagram is innergyrich. And I'm trying to do the TikTok, but I just get on there for good kiki, okay? But yeah, make sure y'all follow me. If y'all want to get in touch with me, feel free to email me or DM me. My email is Tyshonna@innergyrich.com. But until next time,